King Edgy here, bringing you another Gen 4 video, and in this one we are in the World Cup of Ranbats, going against Wild Drud here. Our team is like pretty decent here. I like the defensiveness of Fortress. I'm worried about a Fire Blast coming through, so I am going to switch to Kecleon on this one, just because if Fire Blast comes through, and Azelf happens to be Scarfed or Specs, that's like really great. He's not Life Orb, so I think he might be Specs. I'm going to go ahead and set up rocks here. Actually, maybe I'm going to check if Azelf gets anything other than Life Orb or Specs. I just want to make sure. Yeah, he does actually get a few decent things, and if I am gonna say that was less damage than I thought. If he specs, Fire Blast does 33 to... Oh yeah, no, that's definitely specs damage. So we're gonna set up our rocks here. Galliard comes out. Okay. Versus Kecleon, but I am a fire type now. Oop. Still does way too much damage to be happy about, so we're going to switch into Rotom here. He might Swords Dance if he's not Scarfed. But we're hoping he is Scarfed or Banded. And we can just come out with this Rotom here. And we're actually going to go Thunderbolt, I think, rather than Shadow Ball, because there's no way Azelf's coming back out here, and I don't think he'll stay in. I guess a normal type could come out. Normal type kind of eats up the Shadow Ball really effectively, so thinking about potentially just going for the Thunderbolt. We are 1 point faster than him, so he doesn't necessarily know we're Scarfed at this point in time, but I don't know that he really wants to take a Shadow Ball, so I'm thinking he'll switch out. He does into the Weavile, nice. So we'll get this Thunderbolt off. Does plenty. Since we are Scarfed, we are faster. And so another Thunderbolt. He doesn't get Sucker Punch. He does get Ice Shard, but I mean, we'll happily take that small amount of damage. He will get the information reveal here that we're Scarfed, but that's okay. Small price to pay for knocking out what could be his fastest Pokemon. And we're feeling pretty good about this start. I mean, we got real hazards for once. We got rocks with Kecleon. We have spikes with Fortress. Out comes Palkia here. And this is kind of tough because we like to keep Rotom around since it's so fast. But I think Palkia might try to like Thunder Wave us. You can't send out Fortress safely. But you know, you can kind of send out Delibird pretty safely here. Right, he goes for the T-Wave. That was what we predicted would happen. He can hit us with an attack, which is no big deal. And I mean, it will do a lot of damage, but it's no big deal to lose Delibird, especially as we get off that good Ice Beam there. Plus the Ice Shard here. Ooh, I don't know how much that miss really mattered. We can, I'm pretty sure Raikou will knock you out from this range. Palkia. Oh, like certainly. I mean, that is specs. We are specs. So yeah, that missed Fire Blast didn't really matter. And I think Raikou is better than Rotom here, because Rotom being part Ghost is really awesome. and being faster than everything. Also pretty awesome. The combo of Kecleon and Fortress really handles Azelf super well also, because Fortress versus Azelf, Azelf has to go for Fire Blast into Kecleon, who turns into a fire type. Pretty great. So we'll see what happens here. We don't think he has a great switch in for electricity, given that Palkia came out last time. I think a U-turn might be coming here, if I had to guess. But I think we can take one hit no matter what with Raikou. So unless he just explodes. No, I'm gonna go for Thunderbolt. Yeah, he just goes for Psychic. Okay, great. And that might actually put him in range for these rocks, like a 50-50 chance that he's now in range for rocks. I'm just going to check out Azelf versus Kecleon real fast. Psychic does 37 to 47, and then we turn into a Psychic type. Seems worth it. Oh, nice switch into Gallade there. Really good, really good. Again, we don't know if Azelf is in range for those rocks just yet. That was really something that we didn't expect there. I'm not sure what to do now. I'm gonna look up Gallade versus Fortress, and it is a good amount, but not a ton of damage. I'm worried that he might be banded. No, he just Swords Dances. Okay, this is now quite bad, actually. Like real bad. He might just win now. He might just win now. We have to let Fortress go. Oh, that was tough. Guide versus Raikou with Shadow Sneak at +2 does half or less than half. So this is pretty bad. Dragonite. Oh, geez. I think he just beats us now. Wow, I think he just beats us now. Swords Dance. Well, I guess he could be Night Slash instead of Shadow Sneak. If he's Shadow Sneak, he's got us. If he's not, we might have him. So that means Raikou is probably the way to go here and hope he's not Shadow Sneak. But if he is, I think we just lose. Yeah, if he is, I'm pretty sure we just lose this one. And we were thinking about it with Kecleon too. We were like, we could sacrifice Kecleon here. Just could hit a big return or something. Oh, okay, so he's not Shadow Sneak. Or at least he doesn't seem to be. So okay. Alright. Not the end of the world. We still have a chance. Can go Dragonite here. I think he's going to Calm Mind. We can get a Dragon Dance off. And then hopefully handle this effectively. Like, if this doesn't do half to us, we can Roost out of it. And then hopefully 2 hits from Outrage will take care of the Spiritomb. Okay, so it does exactly half to us. So we'll still Roost then. Spiritomb Dragonite. Special attack is +1, but he doesn't have black glasses. He's got lefties. Oh, so that was a high roll. Awesome. Okay, great. That was like a max roll. So this this Roost. And I think we're good. I think we can escape this. Yeah, that was definitely a max roll. Right? Dark Pulse. And he has lefties. Yep. So we feel okay. Yep. Alright, so now we're feeling good. To Outrage here. And it's like a little unfortunate, like he could pivot around this effectively if he has anything. That's the thing, right? Like if he wanted to sacrifice Azelf last turn and he knew something could handle a +1 Outrage, because we're scared of Spiritomb, right? Kecleon can't hurt it. So we really, really, really need it to go. But I think if it switches out, the combo of Rocks plus Rotom will definitely get it. You just couldn't let it set up, right? Couldn't let it set up here. We're confused. Azelf comes out. So we do still have to click Outrage. It's the only way we can hurt Azelf. And Salamence comes out. We got him. He can't survive this Outrage. Right? Right. Whew. Okay. Well, we got really lucky that Gallade didn't know Shadow Sneak there. If it did, we'd lost. All right, let's go. Here we go. Game 2, game 2. All right, Wigglytuff. We don't love it. It could be Fire Blast. The reason I say that, okay, so my thinking, right, was we could go Ariados to block Toxic. It's just too many different things that he could have that we don't feel great about. We have Rocks? We do have Rocks. Alright. So we could go Omastar, and Wigglytuff can't really do much to Omastar, but... You know, I think we're just going to go Toxic. I don't think we have anything that can handle Wigglytuff super well. Great. He just goes for Wish first turn. Maybe to get a safe switch in? I don't know. But we can go to Omastar now really safely and get our own rocks up. Yeah, he'll get his rocks up. That's fine. We'll get ours up too. And it's not great. Like our team doesn't do super well against the rocks. Mostly I'm just thinking of Ho-Oh there, but Ampharos comes out. Yeah, Ho-Oh, Ariados, and Parasect are all weak to rocks. I don't know if Doug Trio gets Ampharos with an Earthquake Choice Band. It's not super likely. Does Ampharos get Omastar? Probably, right? Yeah, especially with specs, but if he's lefties, he might still get us anyway. Alright, we're gonna... He's really thinking about this, huh? He is really thinking about it. Area dose is a safe switch. Like, super safe, right? Ampharos has no super effective moves against area dose. So let's... we could try it. I'm going to go Eggy, I think. We have recovery with Eggy. If he picks wrong, he probably picks Discharge. I don't want to reveal Dugtrio just yet, especially if that HP Ice comes out. Right, and if he is Specs, that HP Ice one-shots us. So it is just regular Ampharos here, I think. I don't think it's choice based on that discharge damage, 28 to 32. It did 28. So HP Ice to Eggy. Oh no, it could be Specs. It's definitely Specs. Okay, cool. It's definitely Specs. So we can get a Psychic off. Like, for sure. Pretty comfortably, I think. We could also get a Leaf Storm off, which could hit anything pretty hard on the switch. But I think we'll just stay with Psychic. We are reasonably confident that he specs based on that damage that we just saw. We get a good Psychic off. And based on that damage, 35 to 41. It's a roll, but it's a roll in our favor. So let's roll it. There we go. Good. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So Ampharos now with the rocks will be in range for Dugtrio to one-shot it with the Choice Band Earthquake, which is awesome. It's really good. Kricketune comes out. Kricketune is faster than Ho-Oh, which is not super great. He's actually faster than everyone other than Dugtrio, which is, yeah, as I say, not super great. I think we're going to go Area Dose here on the Swords Dance. And this way we can get a little bit of damage off through Sucker Punch to put him more firmly in range. Oh, he goes Night Slash. Okay. Might be able to knock him out with a lot of different things now. So I'm going to play it risky and set up a Toxic Spike. Guess that didn't work out for me. I thought he'd go for another Swords Dance there was the thing. So now I do have to check Dugtrio versus Kricketune. Night Slash does 23 to 27. He's at 28. Okay, so that's quite bad. But Sucker Punch does 26 to 31. Is his last move Brick Break and not Return? He gets 3 attacks. Alright, so he gets 3 attacks off, right? And we could sacrifice something. To not reveal Dugtrio right now. Or we could reveal Dugtrio and we have an 80% chance to knock him out for sure. Alright, we're going to go Dugtrio. Sucker Punch is 26 to 31. He's a little over 27. Earthquake is 24 to 28. There's no way he'd assume we're sucker punching here, though. Like, that'd be a crazy predict, right? Whew. Okay, amazing. I mean, it feels terrible that we did that, but I'm just still scarred by the focus blast misses of our earlier matchups that I didn't really want to risk on an 80% accurate move. We do have a couple of good walls here, but Dugtrio is our only thing that's any fast, so... And now that we've gone Sucker Punch, we like open the door for Drud here, because Drud can send in a setup Mon. Like, it can really hurt us. Like, imagine if he has Linoon here, we just lose. Unless we get a crit Sucker Punch on his extreme speed. Even then, it might not knock him out. The amount of time he's taking here makes me feel like maybe Kricketune was his only setup Mon, which would be amazing. I mean, as I think about this Sucker Punch play more, I like it less and less. Just because of this reason. It opens the door for a setup Mon. But he's really thinking about it. In Dugtrio, we have to switch out basically no matter what here, because it's our answer to Ampharos there. He doesn't know that our Eggy doesn't have sleep powder, but it is packing an explosion, which is amazing. I don't know. Still nervous. The amount of time Drud's taken. Very nervous. He's thinking through like 10 moves ahead right now and like what he can do down the line. Ooh. Ampharos comes back out. We can go to Eggy or Parasect here. He knows we already have Eggy, but I think I'm going to go Parasect. It's revealing our last, but that's okay. Because he can't afford to switch out right now. But is his play to, like, trick us into going Dugtrio and locking into Earthquake? Like, we'd definitely get rid of something, and then a flying type could come out. Right. But what does a flying type do to Omastar? Okay. I'm sure that he's trying to get us to go to Dugtrio's Earthquake there. You can bring out something that resists or is immune to it. Yeah, I don't like that Parasect switch anymore either. Metacham comes out. Could be Scarfed. Could be Scarfed going for Ice Punch. Could be Banded. We're going to guess Ice Punch. Go to Omastar. Good call, good call. Gyarados is here. Surf did a good amount of damage there. But he could be just Dragon Dance Rest Talk with Waterfall. So we gotta see. Stay in and click Ice Beam here. If Metacham is Scarfed, Ice Punch, I think, will just knock out the rest of our team. Gyarados. I mean, it can't do a ton to Exeggutor. So we could go back to Eggy here, just to keep that Ice Punch at bay a little bit. I think he's thinking about the same thing. Will he switch out to Eggy here? We've seen his lefties. Yep, so he does. Or we do, excuse me. We do make that switch. And we'll just go ahead here and Leaf Storm, I think. Oh, okay. Yo, let's go. We took his Scarf. We didn't need that. We didn't need that Eggy. Aerodactyl comes out and is faster than us. And is faster than our whole team. Alright, at this point, Ho-Oh is not valuable anymore. He is lefties. We got rid of 4 Stone Edges. But I don't think Arrow knocks out Omastar with an Earthquake. No, even Choice Bandit it doesn't. Our Ice Beam does a lot, but we just have to Surf, I think. Yeah, I think we just Surf here. Gyarados could come out, but I don't think it will because of the Ice Beam. And even if it does, I think Eggy might be able to clean this up. It does, okay. So we can go Eggy here. He might rest up, that's my guess. He does rest up, no problem. We can click Psychic a few times. Versus Gyarados. Psychic does a bunch, so we'll just click Psychic. And he didn't get the dance. He still didn't get the dance. And I think that should do it. Aerodactyl comes out. But Omastar... Oh, Eggy just handles it. Whoa. Let's go. Oh. Yeah, so Drud played really well in general in this matchup. Like, he was doubling the right ways against us. We just made the bold plays with Omastar that got us to the end. And in the first game, we got lucky, right? The fact that Gallade didn't know Shadow Sneak. If it did, we lost. And it didn't, so we won. So GG's Drud. That completes pool play for us in the qualifying portion for the playoffs. Playoffs will begin 1 week from today. Today I'm recording this. It's Friday, August 16th. So there's 1 week left in the pool play portion. And if we do happen to make it to the quarterfinals, top 8 advance, then you'll see some more videos in this series. If not, then you won't. But you can feel free to follow along with our progress in the spreadsheet that is linked in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Let's go representing Team US Northeast in this huge World Cup of Ranbats. thank you for putting me on Gen 4 this time. It seemed to go really well. I am very, very happy with how it went. And we'll see what's next. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.